Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and in this video, we are going to be taking a look at a map that you guys have seen on a recent stream, as well as in a recent video that I did on the console-friendly Power Wagon. Now, this map was recently made available on all systems, all consoles, and I wanted to make sure that the setup I used in this video was available for everybody to try themselves, which is why not only are we using this map, but we're also using Frog's 4th Gen, which is also available to be used on all systems as well. This thing is fully available on consoles, and you can actually fully replicate the setup we're using in this video. Now, the map is actually CTFT Proving Grounds, but the interesting thing about it is that it's not just one map, and I'm going to show you guys what I mean by that in a little while. Now, this is the SummerProving Grounds region, but there are also two other regions that you can go to. There is a SnowProving Grounds region and also a Drag Racing Proving Grounds region. Now, this is designed to be enjoyed either in single player or in multiplayer with your friends, and the drag racing area is definitely more geared towards that multiplayer approach, but you can obviously still use it in single player. So what I'm going to do is give you guys a little bit of a tour around the SummerProving Grounds area, and then we'll go and check out some of the other parts of this region. And as you can see, it is a full region. There is a summer, drags, and snow world, but once again, let's go and fire this thing up, and I'll show you guys around the SummerProving Grounds region. Now, the cool thing about it is that it actually has this ring road that runs around the whole map that you can use to get to all the different obstacles quickly. Now, up here on the left, you actually have basically mud racing, basically mud drags, and you have two different lanes, and depending on how big and how wide the trucks are, you could, in theory, run like 2, maybe 3 trucks in both lanes. If you really pushed it, you could probably race like 4 trucks at the same time. Now, moving on from that, you actually have a river crossing right here, and if you wanted to drive up the river, you could, but, I mean, it's a really, like, it's not the deepest river in the world, but if you have a truck that's got enough lift and big enough tires, you'll make it, you know, like, you'll definitely make it. Now, let's ease our way around that corner. I say ease as I, like, proceed to slide everywhere. Let's go ahead and barrel through here real quick, too. Not bad at all. Now, I'm going to go ahead and actually show you guys one of my favorite areas of this particular map, and there really are more than a few, but one of my favorite areas is this hill up here that sort of doubles as a rock traction test. And remember, nothing on these maps is going to be, like, wildly difficult, but it's more going to be designed to literally, like, objectively test the abilities of a vehicle. You know what I mean? So let's ease our way up this rocky hill. And this thing, of course, rock traction is not a problem, especially with that crawler suspension. Easing our way up the hill. Not bad. There's a donut monument up here there because that's, well, all I'm going to say about it is that it's there. And then now we're going to go ahead and start easing our way down the other side while trying very hard to not fall off. Because if you fall off from up there, well, yeah, you're in for a big oof there, bud. Now, one of my other favorite areas on this map is the mud area. Now, the mud area is actually really cool because you have this one sort of shallow mud pit over here, and it sort of follows the philosophy that the base Summer Testing Grounds does, where you have that shallow little mud pit over there, and then you have sort of a larger mud pit where you kind of got moderate mud here, and then the further you get to the water, the deeper the mud gets. And it's actually really good for testing out the mud capabilities of really whatever truck you're putting together or whatever truck you're testing or building. And then when you get into the deep stuff, if you don't shift into, let's say, for example, low or low plus, you're going to be sinking, and you're going to be sinking pretty fast. God, this thing looks good going through the mud, though. At least I think it looks really good going through the mud. I mean, really, how good a truck looks is all down to, like, personal preference, but God, I love the look of this thing. So let's make our way off to the other side. And that balance bridge, by the way, I know it looks really, like, easy and simple, like, oh, why would I do that? But it becomes a lot less inviting when you realize there's no winch points around it to save yourself. And, I mean, that also depends on, like, if you have a truck that's got basically, like, an unlimited distance winch, then it's not really a big deal. But if you've got a truck that has, like, a default distance winch, yeah, you're going to have to recover if you get it wrong right there. So now, I'm going to show you guys what is probably my favorite part of this whole map, and that is actually the jump test. Now, the jump test is super simple, But if you're trying to test out and see how good, like, say, for example, one of your new race trucks is, you can do that right here. So let's go ahead and get lined up. Back it up just a little bit. And 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, this thing should be able to clear it no problem, but let's see how she does. Oh, actually, just barely cased the lip of the jump. Like, just barely, just by a little bit. So let's go ahead and get you a repair. And now, we're going to go ahead and make our way to one of the other maps in this region, which is one of the coolest things about it. Like, I love the fact that in order to go to a snow testing ground, I don't have to leave this map, go back to the main menu, start up a new instance of the game. I don't have to do any of that. All I have to do is recover back to the garage, leave the garage, and then right up there, you have signs telling you which location you're going to go to. So they're literally presented to you right off the bat, and you've got snow on the right and drags on the left. So let's go ahead and travel straight to the snow region. Now, the first time you load into it, especially if you're on, let's say, for example, an older console, it may take a little bit longer to load, but don't worry about it. That's completely normal. And after you load it up for the first time, it should load a lot faster the second time, especially once again, if your console has never loaded that map before. So do keep that in mind. And if it does take a little while to load, don't be alarmed. Now, it should be loading up pretty soon, though, because we are loading it up on PC. But even on PC, you sometimes have that issue of, like, if it's a completely new instance of the map, there we go. Yeah, not too bad. All right, so let's go ahead and turn those dev tools off real quick, fire this thing up, and go. I love the sky. The sky looks so good. And then, when you drive across, obviously, that watchtower area, you could launch the observation if you wanted to, but really all that does is just reveals the whole map to you. Now, this, as far as I know, is not 100% complete. I think he's going to be adding a lot more to this in the future, but let's go ahead and we'll take this left right here, and we'll go through these barricades. Well, before we do that, though, we gotta unlock the garage. Yeah, we gotta unlock the garage, because if we don't unlock the garage, we'll have to recover back to the other map, and it's kind of frustrating when you have to do that, to not be able to kind of recover on the map that you're already on. Now, we're not going to be spending a ton of time out here because we still have the drags map to get to, but we're going to at least spend just enough time to get an idea and a little bit of a feel for what's going on out here on the snow testing area. Dude, this is a proper, like, rock garden. Look at this! Yo, this is gnarly. And, like, if you look at the map, this goes on for a... Wait a minute. Whoa! Is that, like, ice chunks? So this path is all rocks, which it doesn't really show on the map. And then I guess the path next to it is ice chunks? Yo, it is! Oh, that's weird, but really cool, because that could actually be a really good way to test out how a vehicle is going to react to a map like, you know, say, Imandra, for example. Easy. Now, I'm sure when we get into these bigger ones, it's going to start getting some damage, but... Wow, I've never seen anybody use ice chunks on a testing ground map before. Like, there's the damage. I've never seen anybody use these as an element of a modded map. That is so cool, and I love the fact that he's done this. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I am in trouble. Oh, God. Yeah, my axle is, oh, God. Rip. Yeah, big rip to my axle. Holy smokes. Yeah, that's not good. Maybe I could back it out? Hey, there you go. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, geez. Easy. I do at the very least want to make it to the end of this one. I want to make it to the end of at least one of the obstacles in the snow area, so making our way out there. Not bad. Almost there. Oh my God, I am just like demolishing this suspension right now. But hey, we still made it, so it's all good. All good. But yeah, definitely head out to the snow testing region if you like, say, have this map already and haven't made it out to the snow area yet. Definitely give it a shot. So now we're gonna go ahead and leave the garage, and we're gonna go to the drags map. Now that one is definitely a very, very like specific and specialized map. And when I say it's specific and it's specialized, I mean, like, there's pretty much nothing out there except for, like, drag tracks. That's it. That's literally all that's out there. Now, I gotta say, though, it's definitely, like, a good place to go if you want to do drag racing. but don't go out there expecting to do anything other than drag racing. Now, this one should load a little bit quicker because the map itself isn't really as complicated as the map before, and there's kind of, I want to say, less objects than the map before, but then again, he could have added some things since the last time I played it, so it's, well, actually, it's taking a second, so, oh, there it goes. Yep, never mind. I love how the second I say, wow, it's taking a minute, it loads right up. It's like I call it out, and it's like, oh, yeah, no, we're good. And into the garage. And now, literally, here you can see we have a drag track on the right, and we have 2 drag tracks on the left, and we're just going to see what this thing could do. Let's see. All right, bring it up to the line. Come on. All right. Now, if I turn on information, it'll give me my speed in kilometers an hour, but unfortunately it won't give them to me in miles an hour, but kilometers an hour is just about, like, what we're going to have to work with. So 3, 2, 1, let's go. I'm very curious as to what we can max this truck out at. When will it shift into 7th? Ow. Can you, like, stay in a straight line, please? There's 7th. So 100 kilometers an hour. So that's like the speed limit in a lot of countries. Oh, God. Ooh. 105, 106. So basically 106 kilometers an hour. Ow! There's a loop-de-loop here. Why is there a loop-de-loop here? What the heck? All right, I'm turning the info off because now I know that this thing can only go 106 kilometers an hour. Yikes. But then again, it's SnowRunner. It's not, you know, it's not any kind of racing game, so I don't really need it to be any faster than that, but still, it's kind of like, huh, it's interesting to know that that's, like, quite literally the fastest this can go. All right, we fixed it, and repair and refuel, and real quick, I'm going to just restart the afternoon, that way we don't have to deal with it getting dark on us, and I want to try that loop. I did not realize there was a loop out here. This drag track is so long. This is literally like, what, a mile? Maybe a half mile, a mile? I'm not even sure what he based this off of, but it's long. Dude, we're gonna have to drive so far back to try that loop. I mean, which is fine. We'll drive to it, but still, jeez. Like, due to the way the physics work in conjunction with the pavement, you'd be more likely to beat your opponent by avoiding walls than beating your opponent by, you know, how fast your vehicle was. I wonder if this thing can do the loop. I've never tried a loop in this thing, which, I mean, doing a loop is not really, again, not really the point of this game, but, I mean, that's the whole point of mods, right? Dude, it needs so much steering input to keep it going this fast. Oh, geez. Oh, my God. Oh, I see how it works. We're supposed to do it the other way. Well, oof to that. Oh, no! Ow. Yeah, we may have done that a bit wrong. Just a bit wrong, but I definitely want to try it again. I definitely want to try it again at some point in the future, and I also want you guys to let me know down in the comment section if you, A, have basically tried this map or this region out at all, and B, if you have, let me know in the comment section down below if you have made that loop and what vehicle you did it in. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.